Okay. Wow, as I knock my water over. Most important things in your life, your water. Take it everywhere. So we're talking about nutrition today, about getting started, about getting restarted, about prioritizing you and your health. So a big thing when we start, you get access to both 2B Mindset and Ultimate Portion Fix. So which one should I do? I'm going to show you kind of the intro, but the best thing is to watch the short video about each program. Look at the options. Do you like a solid plan where you're told exactly how much to eat, pretty much when to eat, what to put in your little containers? You want it laid out and you just want to follow the rules and stick with those, and that's what you want. It's probably Ultimate Portion Fix is your plan. Do you need a little more leeway? Are you happy to just focus and track and weigh in every day and analyze those details? You're not using that weigh in and that tracking to like stress yourself out and to put pressure on yourself, but you're going to use it systematically to see if you're following things properly. There's guidelines, there's recipes, but it's mindset. It's figuring out from the inside out what's going to work for you and how it's going to stick. There's more intricate details than that, and I can lay that out and show you where you can help to choose. But people sometimes think, what's going to get me the best results? We're not sprinting. This is a marathon. This is a life. These are changes we want you to stick with long term. So we want you to follow a plan that you feel you'll be comfortable with, at least for 6 months. So we're not talking about the length of the program. So if you chose like the 21-day fix or MBF, that's 21 days, that's not how long you're following this plan. Nutrition is everything. I was talking about it. I still talk about it. Mary Beth is very focused on that right now, doing a nutrition cleanse. Tabitha is going to be starting that soon. But when we fully engage with nutrition and get our head in the game, it is life-changing, because nutrition controls how we feel. It controls our energy. It controls our digestive system. So what comes in goes through and goes out. So if you're like backed up and constipated, it's how you're eating. You need to change something up. Often we have inflammation from foods that we're not digesting properly or causing problems in our body. Some things our bodies don't digest at all and they go straight through us. So it's finding out, it's keeping track of these different foods and figuring out how they work for you, because you want to fuel your body with foods that are going to make you feel good. So think about, it's November 2nd. Did you indulge in some Halloween treats in the last week? Mary Beth says no, she's following her strict plan. I had a couple of chocolates on Halloween. It's too sweet for me right now, but most people overindulge and then they're like, oh, I'll stop tomorrow, but then there's still candy. So they have a bit more, and this might last for a few days. And then you're like, oh my gosh, I'm just sick and tired of feeling gross. Well, why do you feel like, why did you get yourself in that position? And it's all up here. Like, you need to look at that candy and go, it'll taste good for a second. I will enjoy it for a second, but then I'm going to feel pretty crappy after. So that's what you have to think about when you're have a treat come in front of you or something, or a meal, or have a little bit and then move on. Just is when we keep coming back to things that we get tripped up and things don't work. So I'm going to show you how to access the nutrition programs and how to get in there. But when you're choosing a plan, again, you're not choosing the best plan to go with the program. You're choosing the best plan to suit your needs and your goals, and that you'll be able to stick with. So if something's too controlled for you, maybe that's not a good fit. If you find if the rules are too loose, you're not going to stick with them, then maybe that's not the best fit for you. So we can help you. We can also help you tailor in a focus plan that can get you faster results for like 3 days with the refresh, and then you make it work for longer term. So digging in hard, and in our nutrition group right now, we've got daily posts so you can check in, let us know how your nutrition's going. This isn't for us, this is for you. So the accountability, if you're like, oh, they just want to tell me what to do, or it's your accountability. If you are checking in daily in the nutrition group with your nutrition, in the BOD group with your shake and your workouts, it's not for us. We might actually give prizes to you guys if you start doing it consistently. We do that every so often. Some of the coaches do it weekly, but it's for you. I check in daily. I check in with my groups daily because I'm here to help you guys, but I benefit too. I benefit from the accountability because it makes me go, oh, I can't skip today because I got to check in my group and let them know what I did. So do it for you. Commit to this for you, for feeling better, and for reaching the goals. Like, you started this because you wanted to make changes. So really dig in deep to those changes you wanted to make and take the steps to get there. So we actually listened to a great call yesterday from a Beachbody coach who was in a cycle. She had amazing results with Morning Meltdown 100. She had amazing results with Transform 20. She had amazing results. There's been a few other programs in there, and she was able to be one of the first people to do them. She dug in deep with the group, got the workouts done. She got her results. And then when she finished the program, she didn't recommit to another program. She didn't stick with her nutrition, and she gained the weight back. You're like, what? She's a coach. How can she do that? We're human too. We struggle too. But that's why we want you to commit to your nutrition, not just for the length of the program, but for long-term, because it's not like, this is not a sprint. It's not a quick fix. This is making the long-term changes. And you finish a program and you feel so accomplished and proud of yourself, but turning around and saying, I'm done with that crap, and heading back to like the pantry full of treats is not going to help you at all. You're just going to feel even worse for having gained it all back. So I've been doing this for almost 11 years. It'll be 11 years in January. And there have been a few slips. I mean, we're all going to have a few slips. Going on vacation, I'll overindulge a little bit. I'll hop back. I had shoulder surgery and I probably fell off for like 4 months because recovery's not fast from that. And I made excuses and I made more excuses. And then I actually got to go to Dominican Republic with one of our coaches in the group, Michelle. And I'm like, what am I doing? I want to feel good celebrating with this group of people. I want to do these work, like the energy and the fun and the, like, our fit family. It's a family. Like, we've created a family of fun, positive, outgoing. You don't have to be outgoing. You don't have to jump in and do all the craziness, but like, the support is absolutely amazing. And that's actually something, we've had some craziness on social media recently leading up to the election, and I don't think that's going to end anytime soon. So get yourself out of the ugly and stick in our groups. We don't do politics in here. We're about lifting you up and focusing on you, because we have the things we can control, the things that are important, and we have to like take that narrow spot, the things that are important that we can control, and that's our health, right? You voted. As long as you voted, you put your word out. That's all you can do for there. So focus on you, and let's look at what we can access on here. So I'm going to screen share my bazillion tabs that are open. I just like to have everything open on my computer. Okay, so I'm going to go to beachbodyondemand.com, programs. I'm signed in, and I'm going to scroll down here to Nutrition Center. So if you have not chosen a nutrition program yet, this is the best place to go to learn more. So 2B Mindset can help you. Let's learn more. So again, there's the Getting Started guide, my go-to guide, my monthly tracker, my food list, and is 2B Mindset right for me? If you're looking to overcome emotional eating, end mindless snacking, or stop punishing yourself for indulging in the foods you love, then it's time for you to free yourself of deprivation diets and start the 2B Mindset. So Alana lost 100 pounds, and she's worked with thousands of personal clients. She became a dietitian, nutritionist, and she teaches you her steps that have worked for her. These are the same steps actually that have worked for me. And it's about committing to this plan, there's a few things you can look at it and go, oh my gosh, there's no rules. There's no, like, how do I know when to stop eating? Well, you listen to your body and you learn to see where your limits are and where you should stop. You follow a plated plan. So it kind of tells you what to put on your plate, proportions of vegetables, FFC, which is carbs, fiber-filled carbs, and proteins. And then you track it. If you ate a certain amount and you were super hungry an hour later, you probably didn't eat enough protein or carbs on that plate. So you'll adjust it from day to day and see what fits best for you. You'll also be tracking your weight. So the next morning, if the scale went up, you'll look through your tracker from the day before and say, what might have changed that? And there's day-to-day variation. We don't stress out over a pound up or a pound down, but we use it as part of our research to see what's helping us and what's not helping us. So you'll probably find that actually dinners is 3/4 vegetables and 1/4 protein. Some people are going to need some carbs in there if they're working out a lot. Other people are not going to need any carbs. So you're going to find out what fits you, what fits your goals, what fits your lifestyle, what fits your needs, and what fits you seeing changes that you want to see on the scale the next day. A big thing for me is dinner and done. Dinner is usually between 6 and 7. And when dinner's over, I'm done eating for the night. And that's something, sometimes I'll have a glass of wine in the evening, but I'll track it and I'll see how it goes. And some days, it's a treat. I'm having a treat and I'm okay with it because that's what I feel like doing. So just being okay with things, not going, oh my gosh, I'm going to sneak into the pantry and eat a sleeve of Oreos. That's no longer, if you're sneaking in to do it, it's no longer part of your plan, right? You're cheating. So if you want to have 2 Oreos, go grab 2 Oreos, track it and know you've done that and be okay with it and embrace it. Just stop with the like sneaking in and grabbing something and pretending, I don't know, what you think back, why did I go in the pantry? Who was I hiding from anyways? You're still there. You're not hiding from yourself. So just hiding from your kids, so you have to share. Now I actually be like, please just eat it so I don't have to have it, but within reason. So that's a little rundown of the 2B mindset. I'm going to pull it back and give you a little bit more on the ultimate portion fix. And the ultimate portion fix same thing. It has all sorts of videos, but there's a home program calendar, daily logbook, and is the ultimate portion fix right for me? So the ultimate portion fix is for those who are seeking to have control over food instead of food controlling them, with a structured, well-balanced, and perfectly portioned program without cutting out food groups or starvation. So both programs are designed about balance, and we don't cut things out. We don't limit you from there is no carbs or you're not going to stay in. I mean, once something is 100% off limits, you're going to crave it more. So it's finding a balance, staying in plan. So both plans, you can have a glass of wine, preferably not every day if you want to reach your goals, but finding a balance to fit it in and make it work for you. If you like a glass of wine, finding out, those things that are part of your daily life, finding ways to make them work. So ultimate portion fixes, those little containers, you've probably seen them. If you got a challenge pack, it came with your pack, and you use those to measure your food out. And yes, they look crazy small, but if you put your food in there and pour it on your plate, you'll actually find it is a good portion of food. You determine the number of servings of each container you get based on your height, your weight, and your activity level. So some people will get a lot more containers than others. And that's, I need more food than Mary Beth does because I'm almost 6 feet tall and she's not. So it's that's a benefit of being taller, right? I get more food. Also, the more muscle you have on your body, the more calories you're burning. So the more calories you can take in if you're at a weight you want to stay at. So both programs have recipes, they have meal plan ideas, they have all sorts of options. There's no one plan that is going to be, there's one that's going to be easier to follow. That really depends on what your goals are and your style. And once you look through them, you'll figure out which one will be easier for you to follow, because it really depends. I mean, they're kind of personality different too. I am very laid back and go with the flow, and don't like much advanced planning. So that's why To Be Mindset fits better for me. But if you like to plan out your week and have solid structure, Ultimate Portion Fix might be more your jam. So the other detail that comes with these, when you get them, you choose your program and there are videos. It's all laid out, and you work through the videos. And anytime you have a challenge, you're like, oh, I'm craving this, and I'm going out for dinner, or I don't know what to eat with my family, we usually recommend you go back and watch the video that's associated with that again, because some of these you get distracted while you're watching it and you kind of forget a detail. There's so much information in these videos that you can literally watch them 4 times and learn something new every time. So it's taking this like it's a course, it's a program. You got a killer deal on it. It is like so much value for such a small price. And that's because it's marketed to so many people. They're able to do that. They're not giving a high-end course to 100 people and charging a high-end price. They're giving a high-end program to a lot of people, so they're able to charge a smaller price for it. So Beachbody wants to see you succeed. We want to see you succeed. These programs work. I mean, we can share transformation after transformation. To be honest, any program will work. Any workout will work. Any nutrition plan will work if you follow it. The ones that are laid out better and have more information and more answers for you are going to be easier to follow and stick with, because they're going to give you the answers to your challenges and your problems. We also have the support. We have all of our coaches are doing one or the other of these nutrition plans. So we can help you when you have questions, when you have struggles, when you do fall. We're here to help pick you up, because we've needed picking up too. And we work together to get to, well, there's no end, to keep going, right? And the more of us all working together, the more experiences we have to share, which is pretty awesome. So you also get access to Nutrition Plus when you first sign up. And this is a program which kind of dives a little deeper with both Ultimate Portion Fix and To Be Mindset. So it's a lot. When you first start, if you're starting fitness and nutrition at the same time, we actually recommend you cancel this membership to start, because you're already learning so much. This is like, can be overwhelming. So when you're ready to take it to the next level, you can sign back up for this. You get another free 30-day trial, and then you can access, let me see, it must have logged me out. Let me just log in and I can show you some of the extra things. So if I go to Nutrition Plus, take me to the same spot. Okay, if I go to programs and scroll down here and go to, so the Nutrition Plus includes the To Be Mindset membership and the monthly fix. So if I hop into To Be Mindset membership, every month you get new resources. So this month is Kitchen Hacks Cheat Sheet, tips on storing produce and perfecting your kitchen skills. And I should probably print that out. A 1 week meal plan comes out, a new one every month. A 1 week vegan meal plan. There's some new recipes every month. Banana bread breakfast mug cake sounds fabulous. Shaved Brussels sprout salad with cranberries and candied walnuts. Like, that might be a nice addition to my Thanksgiving table. But not only that, you have access to the meal plans from the whole year since we started this in February. Vegan meal plans for the whole year. There's a breastfeeding meal plan. There's all the breakfast, lunch, dinner, and veggie recipes that have come out in the plan so far. So it is so much amazing information. There's also monthly videos. And so this month, Alana, she always does or both of them do one-on-ones with some of their success stories, but also some of their challengers who are struggling to stay on track, and they help guide them with better options for doing better, for seeing the results they want. So it really helps finding someone that you relate to in there, and you're like, oh, sometimes it's such a simple change. So it's helping get that mindset on track. And then the monthly topics, Alana had 7 tips for PMS, losing weight during menopause. So often we hit menopause and we're like, I'm done, never gonna be able to lose weight again. I hit menopause. Not true. There's a lot of ways we can make it work. Losing weight while breastfeeding and postpartum, managing physical hunger, mind hunger, sense hunger, because we have different types of hunger. So much information, and I'll just pull up the other one quickly. The monthly fix, and also in here is the mindset menu and fixate. So more recipes, Shakeology recipes, and then the ultimate reset, which is the cleanse that we've been doing. So same thing in the monthly fix, endurance nutrition path worksheets. So if you're training for an event, so actually a lot of us have been doing the program training for a 5K. So nutrition that might help you better, probably more when you're running more than 5 kilometers, but power gummies, what are those? I haven't looked through this yet. Hold on. I'm pulling that up for everyone to see. So power gummies, cherry juice, apple juice, dried cherries, maple syrup, avocado oil, almond extract, sea salt, and gelatin. And you get some, mix it together and you cook it and you put it in molds, and they've got some little energy chews. So, you know, when people are running and doing big events, they often have energy chews. There you go. Make your own that are much healthier, much cleaner. So all sorts of recipe options. New this month, look at our monthly videos. How to get a healthy gut. Oh my gosh, that is such a big thing. You hear about people with leaky gut, people with gut issues, and they can't get rid of the inflammation. Autumn has 2 trainings in here to help you learn more about helping that and healing that. And, you know, if you've got a big diagnosis, you probably do need to see a doctor and a specialist about it. But often, if it's a base nutrition problem, often there are things we can heal with food by cutting out processed food, by cutting out things that we're having allergies to, and we can see a lot of progress and change just by changing our nutrition. But always see a doctor if you do have health concerns and you are having gut issues that are concerning you. Chef Bobby is actually Autumn's brother, and he is a chef, and he always shares some tips and tools, and his is on food processors, all about managing your metabolism, all about vitamins, popular way to eat, hitting a plateau. I mean, who hasn't hit a plateau and been concerned? Combating cravings. So you might be maybe I should check out this Nutrition Plus that I've joined and I have just sitting there and I haven't even checked out yet. There is so much information in here, and it comes down, she also has the meal plans. She also has the monthly recipes. There is so much information in here. There's so many tools that you can use. There is so much support. We can direct you to it. But if you don't respond to us and reach out and ask for help and join in these the accountability, we aren't going to see where you're struggling. We're not going to be able to direct you to the tools that can help you more. Like you have personal coaches here, and we can't know how to help you if you don't reach out and ask for help and answer just basic questions about it. So that's kind of what I have for basic nutrition. If anyone is interested in listening to the call I mentioned with one of our other coaches from Monday. There's some parts you might want to fast forward through, but it's great information. We can actually, I think we can post a link in the comments once we share this, and connect with us, reach out, tell us where you're struggling. Again, the number one thing we're going to say is, have you watched all the videos yet for the program you're doing? Are you tracking? Are you following the steps? Another amazing tool, both Alana and Autumn have books now that go with their programs. And some of it, some of it you learn in the video, some of it is a bit repeat, but there's also some good mindset development in here. Some good, this is what we got to fix. Often, I can't lose weight. I'm never going to be able to do it. I'm never going to be able to do it before. I've tried it before and I failed. Have you ever stuck with something? Have you ever worked through the challenges that you've hit and seen success and carried on? Like, so often we quit because we decide we can't do it, or someone else says, well, you failed last time, you're going to fail this time. Have you heard that? Like, oh, that one kills me. No, I'm going to do it this time. Like, there's no, we can do anything we set our minds to. We make the decision, we just have to do the work. We just have to stick with it. We just have to be consistent. And we have to push away the naysayers and push away our own inner mean girl. If you have an inner mean girl, or you really struggle with that self-empowerment, that, you knocking yourself down, there are some amazing mindset books that we can recommend to you. We have them, we'll make sure it's in the files of the nutrition section too, but we have it in many different places, a lot of recommendations. Again, let us know where you're struggling so we can push you. There's books that you can read. There's Audible books you can listen to. There's podcasts that you can download for free. You can actually often borrow Audible books from your public libraries, so you don't even have to pay money for it. We can help you find some free options too, but investing in your mental health. I'm not saying go see a therapist, although many of us need that too, but find what you need. Oh my gosh, we have a big delivery just arrived. So before my dogs start barking, I hear a growl. I'm going to say goodbye, but have a fantastic day and reach out with questions. And let's cheer Mary Beth on in her last week of her ultimate reset. Woo! Have a great day, everyone. How are you doing?
Oh, can I say one thing?
Yes.
Real quick. Okay. So one thing that the girl, Melissa, the coach, said yesterday on the call that really struck me, that I just can't get out of my head. I want to write it 100 times. She said it wasn't until she shifted her language to, I do to be mindset or UPF, whatever program you choose. I do it for life. I do it for life, and I follow MBF or whatever workout program, because it's always people want to jump in with the workouts and they say, oh, I'm doing MBF. I'm doing MBF and I'm following, or I am doing, like they say they're doing to be mindset. Like, no, you're doing it for life. Like that's your base. And then the workouts, like you said, of that is all extra. So the nutrition needs to come first. And it wasn't until she shifted that is when it really, like, where she's kept her results. So I was blown away by that call yesterday, big time.
Yeah, we so often focus on the workouts, and that's Beachbody started as a workout company, and so every new workout we get excited, we jump on, and in the past we used to have specific meal plans kind of designed for each workout, but they've adjusted it so you can stick with the consistent meal plan and maybe alter it a bit and add more carbs in if you're working out really hard, add more calories in if you're burning a ton of calories. But the ultimate goal is to be consistent, to feel great, to have the energy, and to see the results if you need to make the changes. But ideally, we're not going in, like, that's actually most of our coaches in our group will have like these transformations and people are like, I don't see big changes. Well, that's because we're working, our bodies might feel a little different because we're working our muscles a bit differently. But overall, a lot of us have got our results already. And now we're just like, so often it's, how are you feeling? Like, how is your energy level? What has changed for you? And that's what we love to focus on more and more. It's not about, which muscle got bigger. This is life, especially, I'm almost 47, and I remember when 40 used to seem so old, and now I'm like, I think I'm going to be working out when I'm 70 without a doubt. But like, and it's going to be fun, all of us working out together when we're 70. Can't wait for the old workouts. They're gonna have to start changing up some of our workouts. But hey, I'm still ready for P90X, so we're good. Okay, I'm gonna sign off. We will talk to you guys later.